Welcome back to my Let's Play Stellaris Murderbots series. Thanks for stopping in. If you're liking what you see, don't forget to like this video and smash that subscribe button. We're back with the Silicon Erasers and their journey to becoming the Reapers from the Mass Effect series. Let's go ahead and see just how successful we can be. On the last episode, near the end here, we finally found another interstellar empire to try to erase from existence. Unfortunately, it seems like they're a bit larger and a bit more advanced than we are, at least as far as their fleet power goes. Well, let's see what we can do to go ahead and even the scales a little bit here. Just go ahead and speed this up just a little bit here.
Technological acquisition successful.
I'm hoping I can go ahead and grab this constellation down here before they're able to go ahead and build up into it. We'll see what happens. With that destroyer technology, I think I can go ahead and get some fleets that will actually stand a chance against them. And hopefully with that extra engineering research I just picked up here, we'll be able to go ahead and quickly outpace their ships. And go ahead and add those destroyers I just got in here. Seems like we've got quite a bit of allies that we'll need to
Anomalous surface
invest
variable
here.
detected.
Alright, just another anomaly there. Looks like we've fully excavated that out as well. Still looking for the Grenier
Special
and the
project complete.
Baol conflicts. It seems like we finally finished research of that mural as well. It's fantastic. Go ahead and build a research center there in just a short while. I don't know why I said center. It's a station. Well, that's no problem.
Technological acquisition successful.
Let's see. Huh. I think we just
Situation log
found
adjusted.
the balderdack. Well, since we are a determined exterminator, I suppose that we probably don't care too much for them, and we're content to let them die. Go ahead and take the Zero G's laboratories. It's not that big of a bonus considering I don't have that much research stations built up right now, but that's quite alright. I think I ought to go ahead and, while I'm at it, just build, or I should say upgrade, my starport.
Special project complete.
Let's see, has managed to isolate the weak signal that was coming from somewhere deep inside the atmosphere of Mitten 6. It does not indeed appear to be a transmission, and we have filtered it through our translation software. Ah, yes. Oh, the Daphnak, yes. For some reason I thought they were called the Balderdack, but I think that's what they call the planet that you inevitably settle them on. And it seems like we can actually help them out. I guess because they're not technically organic. Well,
Situation log adjusted.
I suppose since they're not organic, we can go ahead and help them out. Why not?
Construction complete.
Alright. Everything's just proceeding quite smoothly at the moment. And considering I don't have anything that can use those gas wells yet, I'm going to go ahead and... Whoa, I did not realize that I had an agricultural district built up. It seems like a bit of a waste. Might have accidentally done that a little bit earlier, but that's quite
Construction
alright.
complete.
I can go ahead and demolish this real quick. And
Construction
then just
complete.
go ahead and... well, it doesn't seem like I can sell it off either. That's all right. I think
Special
eventually
project
I'll
complete.
probably go ahead and harvest some organic matter just to go ahead and convert it into electrical energy. We definitely could use more energy. Let's see. It seems that the science officer programmed android EFHAE has finished supervising the relocation of the Dathnak to their new home. A convoy of civilian freighters equipped with massive pressurized gas tanks ferried the gaseous beings across space and deposited them into the gas giant's atmosphere. Their ancient transmitter and scanner array were also brought along. I'm going to go ahead and hail them. And yep, sure enough, they are calling the planet Balderdak after our species. We are the Celicons, but that is what they've decided to call it. And apparently, all solids look the same, as they can't tell us apart from others. Seems like it's too late to change the name, so that's alright. Good luck with your new home. And we'll just go ahead and wait until they inevitably call us back again. Go ahead and send a construction ship over to all those neat little science deposits we just got. I think it might be time as well to go ahead and just go build up another construction ship. That way we can expand just a little bit faster.
Complete.
Hopefully outpace our, well, I would call them rivals, but we can't even rival them. Let's just call them extermination.
Complete.
So we're gonna exterminate these bad boys hopefully here. And man, I hope we can do it in at least about 10 to 20 years, but it might take a little bit longer than that considering the gap that we have right now. Let's go ahead and get the complex drone output increase. That should apply to quite a few different types of drones. Basically all the drones that I really need the output increase for right now anyways, like the alloy drones, for example, the fabricators, quite important. And it seems like they also want us to relocate to a new colony, seeing as how they got a little bit frisky, to say the least. I don't want to know how gaseous beings reproduce. After the positive experience they had colonizing Balderdak, a few brave pioneers have asked to petition us to passage to another gas giant. They want to go ahead and just colonize another one of our little gas balls, and I think I'm quite alright with that. We'll go ahead and take them to another gas giant. It seems like it's also in the same system as the last. And it makes it a little easy. And I think that we're probably going to end up getting a lot of research in the system as a result.
Technological acquisition successful.
Seems like all of those edicts that we had put up last time are now expiring as well. And that programmed android EFHAE has reporting hundreds of parabolic antennae orbiting the star Ushihi A, all directed outward. It appears that the satellite cloud channeled enormous amounts of energy from the star to send outbound and process incoming signals. Although damaged beyond repair or recovery, the satellite cloud has provided us with valuable insights into stellar observation techniques. Interesting indeed, and I will definitely take that little cache of physics research. Let's go ahead and get some more physics research, speaking of which. And I believe at this time we're going to go ahead and go with self-evolving logic for even more research alternatives. Try to help us get the best research that we possibly can. And we've been declared rivals. I suppose we're not too concerned with that. Let's see just what they plan to do. It seems like we found a weapon's target range. Asteroid XC-TAC BS-12 is pockmarked with craters from weapon blasts and appears to have been used as a target range by someone roughly 2 millennia ago. Residual energy readings suggest they have tested increasingly exotic weaponry, including subspace bombs and some kind of singularity generator. Our scientists would be interested in studying the unusual energy echoes that remain. interesting, and there's some more research for us as well to pick up. Let's go ahead and start colonizing this way. Hopefully we can go ahead and pick up at least this constellation before they expand too far out. And go ahead and try to keep building up. It seems like we really did get quite a large amount of alloy increase of production after getting that 5% bonus. I wonder if there might be anything else that had to do with that. Science expedition team led by synchronized droid 138 from the science vessel ISS 366 has found something remarkable. A massive planet-wide bunker is all that is left from this ancient precursor civilization. Our science officers surmise they are the remnants of a galaxy-spanning conflict. Suffice to say the least, the inhabitants here were not the victors. Unbelievable indeed.
Construction complete.
Seems like we also might have found, yes, a world with alien relics. Fantastic. We can go ahead and take a look at here in just a short while.
Construction complete.
Like right now. Seems like this would be quite a great planet to go ahead and terraform once we have the available technologies.
Special project complete.
All right. We've got another colonization effort done for the Dathnak. As before, a convoy of freighters was assembled to safely transport the Dathnak colonists inside the pressurized gas tanks. After a brief journey, they successfully made planetfall on the gas giant, which they have named New Balderak. A satellite was left in orbit to allow for long-range communication with the Balderak. With Balderak. Make the most of it, Dathnak. Indeed. It's not often that we interact with other species, and I hope that they do make the most of this rare act of,
Anomalous surface
I suppose you might call it, generosity from these cold, heartless machines.
Technological acquisition successful.
It appears that we are receiving a weak signal from the surface of the planet. Let's go ahead and see what it is.
Successful.
Let's go ahead and take terrestrial sculpt and get a little bit closer to being able to get some of these worlds that we found looking a little more usable. It seems that that signal that we found was a small short-range transmitter that has been located on the surface of Oldamortaing 6. Wow, that's a mouthful. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Fascinating indeed,
complete.
and we will most certainly take those minerals off their hands.
System survey complete. Ship augmentations completed. Construction complete.
Still superior to me. That's all right. We're slowly working our way up so that we might be able to take them out.
Construction complete. Anomalous surface variable detected.
seems that we found a crashed cruiser. The shattered remnants of a cruiser-sized starship can be detected in a decaying orbit deep inside the atmosphere of Corb C2. It appears to have ventured far into the gas giant's atmosphere, perhaps in a desperate attempt to escape a pursuer, only to be crushed by the atmospheric pressure. The vessel is too deep to be salvaged, but a structural scan of the wreckage has provided us with some interesting engineering data. A remarkable vessel, indeed. It seems that we've also found a puzzling polygon. Interesting. The ISS 366 crew has recovered the reflective polygonal object near V3 TAC 1776, bringing it on board for detailed study. The object's most intriguing quality is its ability to reflect most types of low-frequency energy beams directed toward it. High-frequency energy beams, however, remain unaffected, making the object's properties useless with regards to any potential fleet defense applications. Despite extensive examination, the ISS 366 research team has been unable to determine the function, origin of this peculiar polygon. It appears to be hollow, but its metalloid surface is engraved with some kind of scientific notation. Though the full meaning of this codified data eludes us, Synchronized Droid 138 believes it is related to wormhole mechanics. Our research team was able to glean some fascinating insights into wormhole theory by studying these notations. Whatever purpose this object was created for, however, is still a mystery. Curious indeed. Well, I suppose we will go ahead and take that extra 5% of monthly energy credits income.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
Let's go ahead and get that anomaly researched, and I'm going to go ahead and try to clear off all the planetary blockers that I can on my home world. Go ahead and just clean that up for future drones. Get a Nexus district built up here as well, so I don't have to quite check in too often. Seems that we've also found a sludge deposit. The initial observation showed that the shaft is almost entirely filled with a high energy radioactive sludge. It was likely a dumping site for another civilization's industrial pollution. Synchronized Droid 138 refuses to advance further, citing their lack of faith in our hazardous material protection, technology's ability to save them, and their team from this crime against nature. Disgusting, but interesting. Go ahead and start building up a presence on the super habitable world as well. Seems that we've also found an M-class star. I figured it would take a very long time to finally track down the last of those stars to study. Not quite as long as I might have thought. Let's go ahead and send that scientist right over there, see if we can clean up that anomaly. And maybe go ahead and branch out a little bit, see what we can find elsewhere in the galaxy. Wow. This Mesa world here is the temporally displaced world, and considering these research bonuses, I think it would be wise to go ahead and send a colonization ship over here to begin prepping this planet.
Special project complete.
Oh, Eureka, we got the fusion power. After so long, we finally have fusion power.
Technological acquisition successful.
Dedicated research option, which I will certainly be taking. Hopefully this will help give my ships a little bit of an edge and
System
a bit more of a bite.
Complete.
It seems like we've also found more organics. Many, many more organics. This is concerning, but not unexpected. Oh, interesting. We found an automated shipyard. Let's see about repairing that with a construction ship.
Construction complete.
In the meantime, let's see about making more alloy. We are definitely going to need more to be building suitable defenses and ships to try to go ahead and take the fight to these organic menaces. It seems like once again we have a request to go ahead and transport Chapki Rod. It seems we are being hailed. Greetings from New Baldrak. Things are progressing well here at our new colony. However, we have a small request. Chapki Rod, one of our colonists, misses her family and friends on Baldrak terribly and wants to go home. Her whining is driving us crazy. If it's not too much to ask, do you think you can take her back? Well, I suppose we have the time.
Log adjusted. Technological
I
acquisition
do have
successful.
plenty of ships that I could go ahead and assign to the task, right? And if it gives them one less thing to bother us about, well, why not? Let's just go ahead and send that science vessel real quick. Oh, great. More research for engineering. And at this time, we can definitely go ahead and pick up holographic casts, getting even more alloy production with alloy megaforges. And we certainly have plenty of volatile notes to go ahead and upgrade some of our alloy forges to increase production. It's fantastic news. All right, we are almost done with the prosperity tree. It'll be a bit longer now.
Construction complete.
And it seems we've also discovered rare crystals. Fantastic. Oh, the dunes on this world would certainly help with our economy with those bonuses. But once I have some more alloys, fantastic. Let's go ahead and put down some
planetary
buildings.
Settlement procedure.
I would say put down some people, but we don't really have people.
Construction complete.
So drones it is. And let's go ahead and upgrade those ships. So now that the fusion power is ready, we should have quite a bit more power in our ships, which means better technology.
Acquisition successful.
Go ahead and pick up those research bonuses as well. And it seems like we can go ahead and make battle frames, larger, more deadly armies. And considering our quest to silence the galaxy, I'm definitely going to go ahead and pick those up while we can right now, especially since we're going to need them from the look of things.
Ship augmentations completed.
Seems like up here can mostly be ignored or dealt with a small fleet to go ahead and try to acquire as many of these resources as possible.
Special project complete.
Seems like we finally have delivered Chakby to our home. Good riddance, and hopefully we don't have to deal with that again. It looks like it's about time to put down a maintenance depot on our homeworld as well. The amenities are a little low, and it would definitely help if we had extra stability to increase the resource production from the jobs that we do have.
Technological acquisition successful.
We are almost done filling in this constellation as well to hopefully lock it down and keep any potential organic enemies from coming through the north of our growing empire.
Construction complete.
We finally able to build a building as well on the super habitable world that we touched down on, and I'll definitely be installing a machine assembly plant. The quicker we get more units up, the quicker we can go ahead and spread across this planet as well. And with that engineering research done, we can go ahead and begin construction of upgraded alloy forges. And finally, we have got micro replicators back into our research panel. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up for the 10% population assembly speed. That is crucial for us. It seems like the battle clans are quite sore at us, but that's alright. I'm going to go ahead and try to protect myself as much as possible, as early on as I possibly can. I might even go ahead and try to pick a fight with one of these races first. It seems like it would be much more successful.
System survey complete.
But that would, of course, present an opportunity for my closest and oldest enemy. Alright, fantastic. We've got our third ascension perk. And I'm going to go ahead and go with gonna go ahead and go with galactic force projection, it seems. The larger our fleet, the better chance that we will stand of dealing with the organics.
Construction complete.
When they finally decide to go ahead and take a stab at us. Or, the alternative, we go after them first. I'm certainly hoping that we can go ahead and put them on the back foot if possible and attack first. But it does not seem like we're going to have that option here, considering at the rate of development that the Anatark cartel is currently experiencing.
Construction complete.
All right. We are really getting to the alloy production now. Fantastic. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and start building another fleet. Hopefully this fleet will push us over the edge and allow us to be on a more even footing with the Anatark cartel.
System survey complete. Construction
I'm thinking
complete.
We can probably buy a substantial amount of alloy. Hopefully enough to go ahead and allow us to
System survey
reduce
complete.
our fleet as soon as possible. I'm going to go ahead and go with the
Acquisition
interstellar
successful.
fleet traditions for now. And let's see. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have the rank 2 armor. I've been neglecting that for a while, and I definitely need to make sure that we have that before we go sending any of our ships into battle.
Construction complete.
Alright, well, it seems that we can't afford to reinforce the fleet, so we are definitely going to be building for a while and waiting for a minute for those resources to accumulate to finally finish that fleet. Alright.
Technological acquisition successful.
I'm going to go ahead and pick up the colony fabrication drones for that plus 50% colony development speed. It seems a little late maybe to go grabbing that. However, that additional speed will certainly help out with these new worlds that we're putting in our borders and help us get that edge with our economy over our enemies. It seems like it's a swell time to colonize this
Special
planet.
project complete.
Yeah.
System survey complete.
Fantastic. Well, at least they don't like each other. That is certainly good for us.
Planetary surface settlement established.
Fantastic.
Technological
I
acquisition
suppose
successful.
that we should go ahead and think about let's go ahead and see about expansion. We've been putting that off for a while, and considering the amount of worlds that we want to settle on, it would be great to go ahead and take care of that. Oh, fantastic. It seems we are not alone in our quest to exterminate life from the galaxy. This is a fantastic news. It seems like we'll be able to get a little help.
Alert.
Well, considering that we are both so keen, we can definitely go ahead and make all kinds of deals. Fantastic. Now we are united in our quest to kill all humans and everything else.
System survey complete.
Haven't found any humans yet, though. Maybe we'll run into the Sol system eventually. Bender would be proud. And it seems like our power is tipping even more. Fantastic. Soon we'll be able to go ahead and
Construction complete.
bring the war to them
System survey
and
complete.
hopefully exterminate them all. And go ahead and start upgrading this little starport right here to help defend against any incursions.
Technological acquisition
As much as I might like to have those defensive platforms there, I think I ought to go ahead and reinforce my fleet just a little bit more. And it seems like we found an abandoned gateway. That's good news. Hopefully we can find more of those in space near ours. Well, it is actually quite near ours. Fantastic. I think, considering what we're going to be working with here, we might want to work further up, especially because once we manage to get more terraforming technology, we'll be able to create machine worlds, which is definitely where I want to be taking our research. Alright, we almost have our maintenance drones fully occupied.
Diplomatic alert. Military confrontation detected.
Excellent. The organics fight each other and make it that much easier for us whenever it's finally time to go to war. Seems like we might be also outpacing ourselves just a little bit with the energy. So we might want to go ahead and sell some of these motes as well as this gas. Try to keep our coffers full as long as we can. And let's go ahead and
Ship augmentations completed. Construction
see
complete.
about some more energy districts.
Construction complete. Technological acquisition successful.
I suppose I could allow that for 5% alloy increase.
System survey complete.
How long would this last? Doesn't seem like there's a duration. Let's go ahead and try popping it in. Alright. It'll last 10 years. That's not a bad bonus at all. And it certainly does give quite a large increase. Just netted us 10 energy and took us that much closer to a better flow of energy income. It seems like we can also go ahead and pick up the extra pop. It's a little late since that little world that we found that was time displaced is already been colonized, but that's quite alright. Seems like we are replicating our drones at quite a fast rate now, at least on our home world. We can probably go ahead and pull some drones from the home world, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave them there at this time. It seems like we will definitely need them. Fantastic.
Planetary settlement procedure.
We're going to go ahead and
initiated.
turn back on capacity overload at this time. Try to get all of the energy that we can for right now. And hopefully, we will be able to build up our economy enough that we won't need to leave that active. But at least for right now, we can go ahead and keep ourselves somewhat productive.
System survey complete.
Seems that we've now identified a fallen empire in the galaxy. And we also have made some progress on the excavation for the Bale. Seems that the excavation at calculation DP7P7 has revealed a number of fossils clearly related to the Bale, but curiously these specimens appear to have diminished neurological organs required for subspace FA's communication, that is to say, the ability to communicate neurologically over great distances, a faculty unique to hive minds. What definitive causes may have precipitated this evolutionary swing are unknown, though it would be remiss to assume to the Grunier invasion was unrelated. Further investigation is warranted. Curious indeed. You go ahead and leave that running there. And it seems like we're being bothered by a near miss. Scientists on experiment BJWRJ were surprised to register an immense solar superstorm bypassing the planet. The storm, a coronal mass ejection that had apparently had been missed by sensors until nearly striking the colony, could have caused widespread and in many cases irreparable damage to the electronic infrastructure of experiment BJWRJ. Had the ejection hit the world, who knows how many could have died in the ensuing chaos. Why are we being bothered with a near miss?
Construction complete.
Oh, fantastic. Seems that we've also found a precursor communication hub. The science expedition team, led by programmed android EFHAE from the science vessel ISS QM19Z1X6, has found something remarkable. A single large spire is all that stands out among the ruins of this world. This tower still emits a strong beam of light that runs from the center up to orbit. The remains of a satellite grid lead us to believe they were formerly linked. Mostly functional, we may be able to use it for communication or monitoring. Interesting. And with a nice little bonus to our
Technological
artifact
acquisition
count,
successful.
as well as a little bit of research. It is definitely welcome. It seems we've also found a precursor prison planet. The science expedition team, led by programmed android EFHAE from the science vessel ISS QM19Z1X6, has found something remarkable. Thousands upon thousands of barrack-like buildings litter the surface of this world, while beneath lie the remains of a vast planet-wide prison system built within the very bedrock are cells and containment fields. Their purpose clear. With some effort, our Architect 6 will be able to utilize these facilities for our own purposes. In the meantime, our Archaeology 6 has begun a search for any information on the types of things formerly imprisoned here. The only thing worse than having to keep something locked in is having to keep them locked out. Unbelievable indeed. I'm wondering where we're finding all of these worlds. Right here, in fact. Interesting.
Diplomatic alert. Military confrontation detected.
It seems like many of these are not really relevant,
System survey
although
complete.
we could use the additional housing from the prison. It's a bit out of our way, but I'm sure we'll be making our way there shortly. Almost got enough to go ahead and expand out here. I think I'll go ahead and end this video here shortly. Probably do about another 15 minutes. And then we'll go ahead and call this an episode. Seems like we've also found another fallen empire starting an ascendancy this time. Let's go ahead and just backlog them for extermination. I'm sure we'll eventually have the chance. And they're right there. That is most concerning. Well, and it also seems like the battle clans are doing quite well against that other empire.
Construction complete.
We are producing new units at quite an astounding rate.
Construction complete. Technological acquisition successful.
I'm building up my defenses here on the south just a bit more. Hopefully I'll soon be able to get this fully upgraded before I go to war. The sooner the better. And it also seems like they are trying to infringe upon my rubicator. I definitely cannot allow this to happen. Seems like we've made a little bit of progress on the fate of the Bale. Seems that younger Bale fossil specimens have been uncovered from the geological record, though these no longer have diminished hive neurologies. Instead, the structures required for subspace F-phase communication are entirely missing. Carbon dating of these specimens has confirmed that some hundreds of years following the Grineer invasion, the Bale began to devolve their ability to connect to one another as a hive mind. Oh, it seems we've also found some hostile aliens.
Construction complete.
Unfortunately, it seems no further relevant data can be extracted from this site. Strange indeed. Well, we've found a Grineer distress signal. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. But first, I'm going to have to find it. There it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at this here world.
Technological acquisition successful.
We have quite a lot of research to catch up on right now. Get a bonus to our energy production from our technicians.
Construction complete.
We'll definitely be essential once we finally run out of our energy overload edict.
Construction complete.
And let's go ahead and get something to help clear out those tile blockers. We have quite a few of those to work on. And pick up just a little bit of a hull point upgrade there. I feel like we're going to go ahead and be engaging in some conflict pretty soon here, especially considering how closely upon our borders are being encroached. Got quite a lot of upgrades to do as well.
Construction complete. Ship augmentations completed. Special project complete.
Seems that we've finally found a trace of the Bale. The ISS 366 crew have traced the Gruneer distress signal to its source, uncovering a crumbling Gruneer research facility hanging in orbit of an otherwise long abandoned planet. The facility is reaching critical energy failure, having survived for millions of years on an extensive network of solar panels and decaying auto repair systems, all of which are now approaching terminal status. Shockingly enough, scans of the facility are revealing the presence of a single life form. The crew have dispatched an away team and are ready to report. The last Bale. Deep in the dilapidated ruins of the time-worn Gruneer research facility, among the long-defunct computer panels and deteriorated research equipment, our ship's crew has made an incredible find. Pin-cushioned by nutrient tubes and critically failing life support systems lies one single organism, the last Bale, miraculously still alive, surrounded by the sludgy remains of other specimens in a row of cracked and leaking vats. Owing to our extensive previous archaeological studies on the species, we should be able to communicate with this last specimen. An organic? Let's go ahead and boot extermination protocols. A visitor, can it be? The Bale shudders in its vat. But you are not the ones who put us here, though you come as the alarm sound. Have you come to give us peace at last? Organics identified. Communications terminated. Wait, the Bale trembles before it all ends. Our kin, please. We have been sealed here for so long, blind to all but this room, watching the stale air slowly wear the station down to its metal bones. Tell us, does our kin yet live? Exterminate. Reaching for the tubes that ferry mysterious nutrients in and out of the creature's form, your scientists begin to jerk them loose, expediting the machinery's failure, and thereby the last Bale's death. The Bale seems to make no protest as you work, unless the slight tremor running through its withered limbs is meant to signify something. Finally, the work is complete, and one final tremor runs through the creature before it expires. Burn what is left. And let's see what relic we have. It seems that we have the last Bale, which, you know, as a determined exterminator, does not that much for our empire.
Technological acquisition
But,
successful.
yeah, let's go ahead and see just what
Construction complete.
the secrets of the Bale will have
Technological
for us
acquisition
machines.
successful. Ship augmentations completed.
Well, fantastic. Well, let's go ahead and see about that mineral purification hub. The other rare technology was quite nice, but I'm gonna go ahead and run with this, and let's see about those blocker clears. Certainly would like to get rid of those wherever we can. And let's go ahead and research the secrets of the Baol real quick.
System survey complete.
See what it might hold for us.
Technological acquisition successful.
It seems that we found another organic... Oh, unfortunately, their empire is a fallen empire. So we'll have to put them in our backlog. Excellent. A planetary supercomputer. That will be most helpful, especially on our time-displaced world that we have. Seems that there was a bit of a government shift in a group of organics. I wonder if they think if it will keep them safe. And it seems like the Eliminators were quite busy. Seems like they already have struck a blow against the Onatok cartel. And that we would probably actually be joining them here shortly in their attack. We should definitely see about getting some more ships in our fleets before even trying such a thing.
Construction complete.
Alright. We've almost got everything in our little corner of space here built up.
Special project complete.
And we've also finally researched the secrets of the Baol. By carefully tracking the changes that the Baol underwent during their loss of sentience, we have gained much knowledge on how to reverse that process. We have also gained new insights into the spread of plant life and improved our terraforming processes.
Technological acquisition
It is now much cheaper for us to terraform. Excellent. Excuse me. Oh, it seems like they've changed the mines just a little bit for the volatile
Technological
minerals.
acquisition successful.
Or maybe it's because this ancient volatiles deposit. That seems to be the case. That's quite interesting. Alright. Seems like we found an abandoned gateway as well. Fantastic.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete. Hmm. Let's see. Well, why is it saying that it's a frontier sector? Well, that's odd. Anomalous surface variable detected.
Huh. Oh, it's because for some reason we lost the governor for a moment. By intercepting a message sent to the interstellar Othian Empire. Oh, okay, we intercepted some communications, it seems. Oh, and it appears that they are rebels of an empire. And, well, does not seem to be doing them much good.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode on this note.
System survey
Or right
complete.
after I select my next research here. I'm going to go big or go home. And now, I'm going to go ahead and also just finish up here with selecting this. Now, I'm going to pause before anything else happens. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for tuning in. Remember, go ahead and click that like button and smash that subscribe button if you like what you saw here.